brazen attempt to assassinate Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump during his rally in Pennsylvania has brought to light how a global plot might be running against the leaders who put the nation first or belong to right-wing parties around the globe. The assassination of former Japan PM Shinzo Abe in 2022, the assassination attempt on Japanese PM Fumio Kishida in 2023, and now an attack on former US President Donald Trump are just a few instances when selective targeting is done against such leaders. Now, many are questioning if such a similar vile propaganda is underway in India as well, given the hateful remarks and instigation of violence against Prime Minister Narendra Modi by the India Alliance in the run-up to the Lok Sabha elections.
Take a look at what happened.
Following the attack on Trump, which was witnessed and condemned by leaders worldwide, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma on Sunday said that the right-wing leaders across the globe were now active targets of the radical left. However, he said these attacks will not be able to defeat nation-first ideology. Meanwhile, drawing a parallel between US politics and Indian politics, BJP IT head Amit Malviya brought to light some comments made by Congress leaders in the past and added that Rahul Gandhi used similar rhetoric against Prime Minister Modi, such as calling him a dictator, the same language used by Democrats and US President Biden against Trump.
और आप देखना, ये जो नरेंद्र मोदी अभी भाषण दे रहा है, मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, 6 महीने बाद, 7-8 महीने बाद ये घर से नहीं निकल पाएगा। हिंदुस्तान के युवा इसको समझा देंगे।
आपने देखा, पता नहीं देखा या नहीं, वाराणसी में। अब आप इमेजिन कीजिए, चुनाव से पहले अगर कोई मानना भी चाहता था, डरता, तो वो जो डर था वो गायब हो गया, खत्म हो गया।
Numerous times in the name of carrying out political rallies and exposing PM Modi-led BJP government, the Congress has attempted to instigate and brainwash a large voter base to carry out violence against Prime Minister Modi. While some Congress leaders went to the extent of sloganeering "Death to Modi," others had predicted a Hitler-kind end for the Prime Minister.
मोदी हिटलर की राह चलेगा तो हिटलर की याद रख लो। मोदी
मारने से डरता, दोनों से नहीं डरता। और भाई ड्रामेबाजी करने को कोई कुछ कर ले, नरेंद्र मोदी से कौन लड़ेगा? वो गुजरात समझ रहा 4% मुसलमान है गुजरात में, यहाँ 42% मुसलमान है, यहाँ गुजरात बना दे।
In addition to these incidents, BJP also reminded the citizens of the major security breach when PM Modi's security convoy was halted at a bridge in Punjab for hours, while the Congress party attempted to downplay the incident by brushing it off as a political gimmick. Moreover, a decade ago, in 2013, when Narendra Modi was the BJP's prime ministerial candidate, nearly 6 bombs exploded during his rally in Patna, displaying a grave threat to his life.
If you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
While in the case of the big security lapse in the US, just a few days ago, President Joe Biden had said on a private call that it's time to put Trump a bullseye. Subsequently, during his rally on Sunday, an attempt was made to attack the Republican presidential candidate. This coincidence has left many, including Republicans, blaming President Biden for the attack, claiming that his campaign rhetoric led to the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. Although Biden did condemn the attack on Trump and reportedly made a phone call to him to know his well-being. Meanwhile, speaking of continuous verbal and violent attacks against the right-wing leaders across the world who are popularly known for their pro-nation approach, France also recently witnessed a similar stunt to shut down right-wing leader Marine Le Pen. While she was on her way to achieving a clean majority after the first round of voting, owing to a higher voter percentage in her favor, nearly 200 candidates from the left and centre parties withdrew their candidature to prevent Le Pen from winning. In fact, Europe's own populist politicians wasted no time blaming the left. Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico, who survived an attempt on his life in May, hit out at Trump's political opponents for fomenting hatred against him. Reform UK leader Nigel Farage, also a longtime Trump ally, said that he was upset but not shocked by the attack.
I'd be with him this weekend, so I would have been at that rally if I decided not to stand for Parliament. But I've now decided, Tom, in the light of what's happened, that I will fly out to America this week. I will go and see my friend, and I'll do it. I'll listen to his acceptance speech at the convention on Thursday, and I'll do it not just as a friend, but I'll do it because we have to stand up for democracy. We have to stand up for people to be able to campaign. If we don't, we're absolutely sunk.
Meanwhile, the Netherlands' Geert Wilders stated that the hate rhetoric from many leftist politicians and media who label right-wing politicians as racists and Nazis amounts to playing with fire.